What is up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if this is your very first time joining me. My name is Jessica. I'm a Mother's a makeup lover, of course. I know, she's neutral girly. This is not a permanent thing. I know everybody comes to my channel for these very gorgeous multi-step looks, but my last video, this video, my next video are going to be centered around the Fine Art Beauty palettes. My next look is actually going to be a lot more colorful than my past two looks, like this look and my last look. The next one, the deep palette, actually has some color in it, so I'm going to be doing something a little bit more colorful, still super easy and like more wearable. But yeah, look how pretty this is though. My inspiration for this whole glam is actually this picture right here that I screenshotted off of TikTok from Cariad. She's just so pretty, and her technique is honestly just so gorgeous and flawless, so I wanted to try to recreate that today. She does typically do more of like an underpainting technique, so that's what I'm going to be doing as well. But I tried to recreate this look as best as possible with the makeup that I own. So this is that look. Underpainting can be a very scary technique to do. It looks wild right off bat, but we clearly get there in the end, so please do trust the process. But yeah, so we're going to be trying the Fair Fine Art Beauty palette today. We're going to be underpainting, we're going to be doing Cariad method, and yeah, so we're just going to be doing this sexy little glam. I hope everybody had a wonderful new year, and this is I believe this is going to be my first video of 2024, my god. So we had to start it off looking hot, looking sexy. Don't forget to stay tuned until the very end of the video, where I always do an up close of my makeup for you guys, that way you can see the true beauty of the blend. And if you guys see the products that I use to achieve this makeup, you're definitely going to want to keep on watching. The first thing that I'm going to say is that the pigment is a little bit more green tone than, I was going more for like gold, but like I'm not mad at it. Like, this is super cute. Once again, I am going to be using the Fine Art Beauty Fair palette. This is what she looks like. Super pretty. First things first, I did already prime my eyelid to stick the tape down. So the way that Cariad usually does her makeup is that she does very straight brows, straight lines. So I like a big arch to my brow. So I just did straight out with the eyeshadow and did my brows how I usually would do them. Because I want this look to suit me as well, you know. I'm starting off with the Made by Mitchell Essentials color case, and I'm going to start by taking this shade right here. I'm just taking it on this little Real Techniques brush. This is going to be like, just like a base for the shadow that I'm doing. I've watched a lot of Cariad's videos, and she essentially uses like whatever bronzer, like concealer, whatever. She uses that like all over her eye. I have the color case, so I think this is actually perfect. This is exactly what you could use these for. So I usually carve my eyebrows out with my P. Louise base, so that's why there was already primer on my eyelid. And so this is just blending right into that base I already have. And then if you watch my last video with the Fine palette, I did the medium one. They're labeled as FY dash. So the first palette was FY-M25. So that's the medium palette. So this one's FY-F25. So I'm just going to be saying F25 just to make it simpler. They all start with FY dash, which is really a long name. Let's see. So which one did I start with? I am going to start by taking F19 and F20 mixed together. And I'm pretty much just going to put this exactly where I put that color case. I'm just setting it, deepening it. And then I'm just going to take that same brush and shade F22. It's just a lighter shade to just go over the edges. That's the thing about this palette. It's not lacking bright shades. I'm then going to take F18 on a... What did you say? Girl. Why do I've been doing that in like every single video, like trying to take my freaking face out. Okay. Fluffy brush, Blend Bunny brush. Blend Bunny B5. Shade F18 right here. This is the darkest shade that I'm going to use for the blend. I'm going on a fluffy brush because I just want to buff this right into this outer corner. Right along the tape. The beauty of this method is that you can be messy because the tape is really going to just keep it sharp for you. And then I'm going to take a fluffy packing brush. This is a Makeup Shack T44. And I'm going to take shade F16, which is this pinky cream here. I'm just going to use this to brighten the inner corner. One thing about Cariad is that she loves a bright under eye and bright inner corner. I am going to be covering this with a shimmer, but this is really going to help the base be more vibrant. So I'm going to take the shade F3, which is a gold. Look at that. Literally wet. And I am just going to lay this down. I'm essentially using that as a base. She uses a very beautiful glittery kind of gold. So I was like, you know what? I thought kind of looked like it. This is the Peaches and Cream pigment in the shade Rattlesnake. It's definitely green, especially because I put like a base under it. It's totally fine, not mad at it. So I'm actually going to take some glitter glue, some glimmer grasp, and I'm just going to tap this down right in the center where I want this to be the brightest. And I'm going to take a big fluffy brush. Mommy! Yeah, baby. Help me, 2 points. What? Help you with what? Well, I got to load, babe. I can't help you if it's loading. No. It's not load. I'm going to take a angled liner brush in the shade F25. So, as you can see, it's kind of set up. We have cool tones, medium, and we have like really warm, ready burnt shades. So we have, it goes from dark to light. I love that setup. And then, you know, we have the row, so you kind of go down the row to blend. So this is essentially the darkest shade in the palette, but we also do have 3 other like dark shades, but this is the darkest one, F25. So that's the one I'm going to be using. I'm just going to take this and run it across my lash line. Are we surprised? I'm going to do like a little baby wing, but I'm going to blend it in. So it's not going to be like an actual wing. I just want to add a little bit of depth next to this tape. Now, my lash of choice today are these very beautiful lashes. So I got these on Amazon. The thing is that they're extremely curly. Like, look at that curl. If you're a glasses wearing girly, I think these would be really good for you because they have a really like, they're very curled. I keep turning my kid's game down and he just keeps turning it back up. I'm going to start off by taking the e.l.f. Halo Glow. Now, I don't always do the underpainting method, but I have tried it a few times. Every time that I have tried it, it does look super stunning. So I'm going to be taking the Fyne concealers today. So I don't know why I didn't think to use this in my last video that I used the Fyne palette, but so they had a bundle. I don't know if they still have it. I think they do, but where you could buy 3 concealers, you buy 2 get 1 free. And so I got a dark shade for like cream bronzer, and then I got a light shade and a medium shade. So I got shade 4 and 35 right here. I'm going to start by contouring first. A little bit of this does go a long way, so I'm going to be mindful of that. The shade is pretty dark, but that's what I want. I'm now going to take my ABH concealer and my Fyne concealer and go ahead and apply these. Just like this. And then this one's very bright, so I'm going to put this in all the areas that I want to brighten, so like this. Alright, now I'm going to blend this concealer in. So now it's going to look something like this. Now is when we're going to take the foundation and we're going to kind of meet in the middle of all of this mess we have going on here. So I'm going to take some of my ABH Luminous Foundation and a brush. So I'm going to kind of just like spread this out in my hand because I don't want to take too much of it. And then kind of just pick some up with my brush. So this is the side with foundation, and this is the side without it. You see where I'm going with this. For my blush today, I'm going to be taking the, what is this, the Pink Honey X Cariad, in the shade Hot Pink. So for me, personally, I usually like to take my blush into my temple, but that's not the vibe we're going for today, so I'm going to try to keep this right here. For setting my face today, I'm going to be going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills loose powder all over the face, and then I'm going to brighten with the e.l.f. Camo CC powder. This is very, very bright. That's exactly what I want. So I'm going to go ahead and, first of all, where did my mirror go? I'm going to make sure there's no creases under my eyes, and then set. So once the whole face is set, under my eyes, everything, the trick to getting like a bright under eye, before you want to go in with any kind of pink powder or brightening powder, you're going to want to make sure you set with your regular like neutral toned powder. Otherwise, it's going to look not right. So yeah, so now that that step is done, I'm going to take the same little powder puff, pick some of this up. And I'm going to apply it right under the eye. So this is what we're looking like now. We're getting somewhere. I'm going to take my bronzer. I'm just going to take the Milani bronzer today. Yeah, babe. I'm going to take a fluffy brush and kind of press away that powder. Yeah, babe. Alright. For my blush, I'm going to take the Maybelline Mitchell Blursh book. And I think, I don't know why it's stuck there. I'm going to do shade Think Pink. We are almost done. I know the face is giving a lot. It's giving a lot, but it's gonna look so good in the end. The thing about like natural makeup is that it does take a lot. I'm gonna take the Jordana Ticia powder. This is in the shade Flossie. I'm gonna take the loose powder. I'm gonna take it on my same blush brush. I'm just gonna go right over the edges of that blush I already used. And this smells amazing. This powder is so seamless. They came out with a lighter shade. I want to pick it up. I'm just really, my husband's just really short on funds since like Christmas and stuff. So I'm not really buying any new makeup as of the rest of this year. But like, look at how beautiful that just is. Like, honestly. That was a lot. I know that was a lot. But the last step is highlighter. So I'm going to set my face really quickly. I'm going to take the P. Louise CEO highlighter, and I'm thinking I want to take this baby pink here. If your dreams don't scare you, they are too small. That's what this says, by the way. I'm going to run some of those same shades that I did on top on bottom. So I'm actually going to start with the darkest shade. I'm just going to add just a light amount of shadow under my eye. I'm going to do this one. I found the trick to getting your like product to stay in your waterline is to take a Q-tip and dry your waterline off before you go in with your eyeliner. Now, of course, we have to do a nude lip. So let's see what I got going on here. Here is the completed look. I typically will put my blush all in this area, but just like having the nice clean like sharpness of it, I think my face looks kind of skinny, doesn't it? I like it. Ooh, okay. The bright under eye. So the thing about underpainting is that it looks super fucking crazy until you're done. Like until you put that foundation on, it looks wild. But in the end, it's so flawless. It is such a flawless way to apply your makeup. Now, again, I know that you guys don't come to my channel for neutral eye looks, but this is something that everybody can do and something that a lot of people want to wear. Maybe not the base, like the bright under eyes, but like this super simple, sexy, like neutral eye. I'm obsessed. This is so pretty. These are the vibes. I really hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know if I look like Cariad, because shout out to her. She is so pretty. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like me and if you like my content. Without further ado, we're going to go right on ahead. Roll the clip.